Welcome to Old School RuneScape Market Pulse, Herblore Edition, July 26, 2026. Here's what the data is telling us today, starting with the movers. On the upside, Clean Lantidime is up 4% week over week and sitting at the 4th percentile, essentially an all-time low at 281 GP. Clean marrentill is up 2% on the week at 256 GP, though still 5% below its one-year average. On the downside, Stamina Potion and Super Energy are both down 7% this week. Stamina just hit an all-time low of 995 GP, down 55% versus 1 year ago. That's not a dip, that's a structural sell-off. For money-making, the unfinished potion flip is the dominant play right now, with 43 profitable margins open across the skill. The top 5 are tightly clustered between 247 and 262 GP per craft. Clean Toadflax leads at 681,000 GP per hour sustainable, followed by Clean Dwarf Weed at 676,000 and Clean Lantidime at 657,000. Lantidime stands out best margin percentage of the top 3 at nearly 20%, and it's near its all-time low, meaning your input cost risk is minimal. For training value, Grimy Guam into Clean Guam is net positive at 63 GP per clean, earning 12,500 XP per hour while making money rare at lower levels. Zooming in on one chart, Stamina Potion is near the cheap end of its own history, at the 0th percentile of every price it's ever traded at, and it's still sliding. The callout shows today's price, the daily move volume, and where it sits, one to watch for a bounce. Seasonality is the most important story right now. 5 items have seasonal tailwinds building into August and September. Extended Anti-fire is at its July trough, index 89. 9, with a historical September peak of 110. 3, that's a 22.7% seasonal swing. Clean Dwarf Weed follows almost the same pattern, July index 92. 5, August jumps to 111. 1, September to 112. 2, a 21% projected move into the next 2 months. Stamina Potion also has a seasonal tailwind with a 8% projected climb into August, though the all-time low adds uncertainty about how much of that is structural versus cyclical. The alert board is loud today. Stamina Potion, Grimy Avanto, Amylase Crystal, Clean Harlander, and Grimy Harlander all hit all-time lows simultaneously. When this many herbalism inputs print new lows together, it usually signals either a content drought suppressing demand or a wave of new supply from players farming herbs. Amylase Crystal at 653 GP is also worth flagging. It's the key input for Stamina Potions, and both are crashing in lockstep. No JAGX updates are in the data today, so this looks supply-driven, not patch-driven. Bull case. The July seasonal trough across extended Anti-fire, Clean Dwarf Weed, and Clean Lantidime is historically followed by a sharp August recovery. With multiple herb inputs at or near all-time lows, the floor for input costs is well-defined. Anyone locking in the UNF potion flip at today's margins is getting paid to wait for a rebound. Bear case. Stamina Potion down 55% year-on-year with no visible catalyst for reversal suggests a demand problem, not just a supply spike. If amylase stays suppressed, stamina margins may not recover even with seasonal tailwinds. The structural slide could drag related herb prices down further. 3 predictions today. First, Clean Dwarf Weed reaches 550 GP by August 16th. It's at 486 GP right now, 4th percentile with a seasonal index jump from 92. 5 in July to 111. 1 in August, a historically reliable 21% move. Confidence low, given the broader herb weakness. Second, Extended Anti-fire recovers to 400 GP by August 24th. It's at its seasonal trough and the data shows a 22.7% swing into September. The seasonality case is intact. Confidence medium. Third, Anti-venom plus holds above 13,000 GP through August 9th at 13,579 GP today, 84th percentile, up 22% year-on-year. One of the few items trending genuinely rich. Confidence, medium. Scorecard check. We have 6 pending Herblore predictions. Anti-venom plus targeting 14,000 by August 1st. Antidote plus plus. 4 targeting 8,500 by August 9th, and multiple extended antifire calls targeting 390-400 GP by mid to late August. No resolved calls yet, so hit rate is still pending. Watch those closely next week. That's your Herblore Pulse for July 26th. Like and subscribe if the data helps. See you tomorrow.